is all the above, best believe we do it better. I want the fame, the fortune, all the above. I want the checks, the moolah, all the above. From Philadelphia to New York, all the above. Man, tell them other stations they don't do it like us. I want the fame, the fortune, all the above. I want the checks, the moolah, all the above. From Philadelphia to New York, all the above. Man, tell them other stations they don't do it like us. What up?
What's up, guys? It's your girl Angel Marie, and I'm sitting here with my co-host Kevin. And this week we actually have a really special segment because obviously a lot of things has been happening in the world, especially within the Black community, and a lot of people have been asking, how can I support Black businesses? Obviously, all of the above always told you guys how to support Black businesses, but we feel like now more than ever we should make a segment about that as well. So without further ado, we are going to tell you guys a little bit more about how you can support Black businesses.
So what we've done is broken the businesses into different categories. So the first category will start off with our online businesses. These businesses are very easy to support because it doesn't matter where you are in the country. You can support them just by purchasing online, get the products delivered right to you. So any and everybody who is hearing this and watching this video can support all these brands. So number one is Awesome, which is a line of luxury watches. They've actually gifted our host with one of their watches. So
thank you, Axum.
They're definitely friends of the show. So that's one watch brand if you're looking for a nice, affordable, luxury style watch. Number two is Tribe Worldwide Apparel Company. So it's an obviously clothing line that is very popular online. I've actually seen a lot of their posts and ads on Instagram. Mm-hmm. So definitely a clothing line that you want to support. Number three, I'm ashamed, I didn't know about this company.
Really?
It's called Browndages, and they make Band-Aids for people of color. Very interesting because Band-Aid, or the bandage maker or brand, has announced that they're trying to have Band-Aids to match the skin tone of people of color. And the whole time we had a Black-owned Band-Aid company
really knew about
that was already doing that. And I didn't know about it, so I'm ashamed, but I'm learning here.
Yeah.
I'm learning here. Number four is Beauty Bakery, which is pastry-inspired makeup products. That's very interesting. Mm-hmm. You probably know a little bit more about that. So what are pastry-inspired makeup products? Is it the name, or is it the scents, or the flavors? Or
even the texture of it, like how a makeup brush could be a cupcake inspired, or just the palettes, they could call it red velvet cake or something. You know, it's almost like the Simmons sisters where they had the pastry sneakers and yeah.
Number five is Black Girl Sunscreen. I learned this lesson the hard way. I've always obviously been highly melanated, a dark-skinned brother, and for my whole life never thought that I needed sunscreen, didn't wear it. People have told me I need to wear sunscreen, and I finally learned that lesson. I was in Mexico, in Cabo, and I was in a jet ski, and I was out there for about a good hour and a half, and the whole time I'm like, why does my neck feel hot? And it's like tight when I'm turning, and I put my hand on it and it just felt really hot. So I realized, I think I have a sunburn, and the skin was rough and even started peeling off later in the day. So from that time on, I knew even people with dark skin like mine need to wear sunscreen. So Black Girl Sunscreen is a sunscreen that definitely will support a Black-owned business and leaves a non-white residue. I believe they are available at Target. Mm-hmm. I've actually seen them there.
They actually just start, what's the word I'm looking for? Partnered with Target too. So.
Exactly. So you can either order online, or if you're in Target and you see it there, you can just purchase it and have it right there. So Black Girl Sunscreen, definitely support. Number six is the Lip Bar. This is another beauty brand. Maybe you can tell them a little bit more about the beauty brand since I'm not up to speed on those.
Honestly, I have yet to really use Lip Bar, but I know they specialize in a lot of the matte, glossy colored lip gloss and lipsticks. So I actually do want to check them out because I've seen them in certain websites and all that. So I feel like they're almost like, people say this is a better option than Kylie Cosmetics, basically. So, Lip Bar.
They got enough money anyway.
Right?
Number 7 is Gold, which is a superfood brand that sells everything from turmeric teas to face masks and smoothie boosters. One thing we've noticed over the last, I'd say, decade or so, there's been a heightened sense of, in the Black community in particular, about health and wellness, taking care of your body, eating better. So with that, we've actually seen the rise in Black-owned companies that focus on health and wellness. So Gold is another one of those companies that if you're interested in those kind of products, definitely you can support them. You don't have to go to Whole Foods or super vitamin shops and all that stuff. Number 8 is Black and Bold. It's a coffee and tea brand that also donates 5% of its profits to aid at-risk youth. So not only are you supporting a Black-owned business, but you are supporting a good cause. I am an avid coffee drinker. If I have less than 3 cups in a day, that's a small amount for me. So this is definitely a coffee brand that I need to consider. I like the idea of being able to order the coffee online because I'm always running out to the store to replace coffee. So I just buy it in bulk, comes right to my door, so before I run out. So this is one I'll definitely try, check out their flavors and report back to you guys on. But if you are a coffee or tea drinker, support Black and Bold. Number 9 is Per Home, which is a non-toxic, all-natural cleaning product company. So if you want to buy products that are safe, maybe you have young children, toddlers, infants at home, and you want to make sure that you don't have dangerous chemicals around the house. And also if you don't want the harsh chemicals that can scrape up your counters, fade, change the colors, strong smells, all those things. All natural cleaning products are the way to go. Number 10 is Nubian Skin, which is a hosiery and lingerie brand that creates skin tone items for Black women of multiple shades. Obviously, I don't wear lingerie, I don't wear hosiery, but buying hosiery something similar to Band-Aids where a woman of color, being a Black woman, it's difficult to find. It is,
especially when they have the nude stockings. Half the time when it says nude, it's for white women or for light-skinned women, obviously. But to have different shades of Black women, it's nice to have that one because I know when I was growing up, you either had the nude, white, or just straight jet black. So there was no in between for dark skin or fair, brown skin Black women to really have a nude color for them.
And number 11, and the last one in the online category, is the Honey Pot, which is plant-based feminine care products with natural washes, wipes, and pads. I'm going to let you speak on that a little bit more because obviously I've never used them, but
I actually haven't tried Honey Pot yet. I actually do, but they actually are also sold at Target. But recently something had came up in the news where I think it was a Target review or an ad where a white person had pointed out like, oh, why does this product say that it's for Black women? Obviously it's Black owned, so she's trying to tell Black women that this is safe for your body. And then all the Black women took notice of this and everybody went straight to Target and bought all of the Honey Pot products that they could because apparently there were, what was it? They were trying to sue the Black woman, I guess, the founder of it for saying that it was discriminatory or something.
It was actually in the commercial where she said that she was proud to be able to be a representation and a role model for young Black girls who aspire to have their own businesses. I remember that commercial. Now that you said that, it jogged my memory. That's all she was saying, but people were complaining that she said, I want to inspire and be a role model for young Black women, as if that's a negative thing or discriminatory against any other ethnicity.
And for our next category, we are going to talk about retail, and this is more so specific for the Philly area. If anyone is from Jersey or Delaware or in the Philadelphia area in general, all of the next categories are right in our home of the 215. So the first business that we're going to shout out is Dear Laney. They are a bohemian chic style fashion clothing boutique. We actually had Kylie Shabazz on our show about 2-3 years ago, and she is the founder of Dear Laney. So definitely make sure you check her out. She's in the South Philly area on I think 12th and Carpenter Street. We're gonna put the address below so you guys know where to find her, but definitely check her out as well. I I actually purchased a outfit from her recently called the Miranda dress. Beautiful. I highly suggest you guys check them out.
And Angel Marie is very humble, so she won't say it, so I will. But you will be in the June feature for Dear Ladies.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead. Tell them.
Thank you. They actually featured me for their June issue of The Raddest Girl on the Planet, so I was chosen as the Raddest Girl for the month of June. So thank you again to Dear Laney and Callie Shabazz. You guys were the best. I had a great time on that interview. They actually had it posted up recently on their IGTV, so all you have to do is go to their Instagram on XO Dear Laney and check all that out. And it will also be on their website soon. So number 2 is Amazulu Collections. Amazulu sells folk dolls, original paintings, body care, and cultural clothing. I think this is actually a good one, especially it reminds me of a Dunde Festival where you find a lot more African print and things that are more specific to the African culture. So I like little boutiques and shops like this where you can actually have more of an African vibe kind of thing, because you can't find that at almost any store. You have to literally go to a black owned business or to someone who is a immigrant from Africa, I guess, where they're fresh from that, or their family and they still are tied to their roots. So definitely check out Amazulu Collections. They have a lot of variety. Number 3, we have Culture Couture Vintage. This is a vintage menswear store, so I feel like this is pretty good for you, Kev, because they have a lot of Dapper Dan kind of outfits, and it's more for the everyday gentleman who's working class, you want to work, or you're trying to go to a fancy event. It's more tailored suits for people, but it has that vintage vibe, you know, where they have the fedora hats and stuff like that. So I think it's pretty interesting.
I like that. I have not checked them out. I really think I will. One of the things we're also seeing is that if you look at pictures from back in the day, like in the 50s and 60s or even earlier, brothers was always dressed, like always had suits. And the way that they fit, they were just classic looks to where you could take them out of that time period and put them into a room today and they'd still probably be the best dressed man in that room. So we see that a lot more coming back now with men taking more of an interest in, you know, being suited and booted and wearing hats and really getting back to that more classic look where men dressed for the occasion and really wanted to represent themselves well. Nothing wrong with being casual, but if you're interested in that, this is definitely a place to check out.
Hey. And number 4, we have Dolly's Boutique and Consignment, which is a women's clothing for all sizes. This is also pretty well because, you know, a lot of boutiques usually have sizes for smaller women, usually between a size 0 to a 6 usually. So they have options for plus size women as well. I think that's how you get more bang for your buck and you please the masses. And number 5, we have Marsh & Main. So Marsh & Main is an upscale boutique which specializes in natural products for black hair and skin. This is really good, obviously, because, you know, most of the black hair care stores are predominantly Asian owned. So to have a health and hair and skin store that is black owned, they know the black body, the black skin type, I feel like is more beneficial because they'll know how to better aid you guys and help us in what's best for our skin. And number 6, we have Perfectly Flawless Boutique, which is an apparel and makeup studio which offers jumpsuits, rompers, bodysuits, and going out outfit options. So you pretty much have the best of all worlds. It's not like you're just going, like they just have casual wear or streetwear. Pretty much for any occasion that you're going to, they will have it for you. Number 7, we have Philadelphia Diamond Company, which is good for, I guess, people who are happily in love and you need some fresh jewelry for your significant other. Because they
engagement rings.
Yeah, so they specialize in custom engagement rings and wedding rings, one-of-a-kind pieces, and gemologist certified appraisals. So I think pretty dope. Obviously, it's a lot of, I think usually Italians are pretty dominant in having the jewelry stores, right?
No, usually it's the Jewish community.
Jewish?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's nice to have a black-owned person right here in Philly that you can go to and support and give your black dollars to, especially a lot of engagements have been happening recently. I know at least with all of my friends on Facebook, so check them out. So number 8, we have the Sable Collective. The Sable Collective specializes in holistic body care, new and used books, Ankara print socks, locally made jewelry and clothing, and affirmation flag pennants such as I am brave and I am magic. And this is pretty sweet because I know the Sable Collective, I believe it was in a small storefront, or it was either one of those home kind of businesses where you have to go to their home to purchase something. But they recently just relocated to the fashion district in the new gallery.
Oh.
So I actually walked in there last year when the gallery first opened, and they have a lot of African print themes. They have a lot of vintage looking clothes. They have a lot of handmade jewelry that I really like. So I highly suggest you all check them out. If you're downtown shopping, you might as well because you're already in the neighborhood. Support Black owned business. So number 9, we have Snapdragon Flowers. So Snapdragon Flowers is known for their terrariums and botanical gardens, and they have great arrangements for your home and special events. I wish I knew that before I was getting married because I would have checked them out. But I actually technically did still support a Black business because I have a Black florist. So still did my part. Number 10, we have Blue Soul Shoes. This is another good one for you. So Blue Soul Shoes is men's shoes, socks, and accessories for men with a high-end taste.
Yeah, you know brothers love shoes, no exception. So definitely this is another one of those in the theme of sort of saying classy, going back to the classic looks, wearing nice shoes along with your, if you go to the other shop that we mentioned for your suits and all that stuff, you're gonna need to get the shoes as well. So moving on to our next category, we have nail salons and spas. We are still here in Philadelphia in the yellow phase, so they have not opened up yet, but here is a list of spas throughout the city that are Black owned. So when they do open up, you can go for your nails, get your facials, massages, all those things that you would expect to get at a spa.
Yeah.
Is that what they're called? Number 1 is Brown Sugar Nail Spa. Number 2 is Good Hood Girls Hip Hop Nail Shop. Number 3 is Nails by Naima. Number 4, The Glamour Palace. Number 5, House of Bling Nail Boutique. Number 6, Third Element Spa, which specializes in oxygen facials, gel manicures, detox pedicures, plush waxing, lash and brow enhancements, and massages. Number 7 is Hall Nest, which specializes in Swedish deep tissue massages, sports and hot stone massages, and aromatherapy. And last but not least is Ursula's About Face and Rittenhouse Studio. It's an appointment only, catering in brow sculpting, microblading, lash lifts, and dermaplaning. I have no idea what any of that is. Do you?
Well, I know the lash lift is when they try to lift your lashes a little bit. What else? Microblading is when you're getting your eyebrows arched. Brow sculpting is, when women have the like when you color in your brows, I guess, where it's permanent ones. And yeah.
Why do they all sound painful?
Beauty is pain.
These all sound like painful.
Like Beyonce
processes.
said, pretty hurts.
Well, y'all women go through. But no, definitely these are a number of places. So wherever you are in the city, one of these places is sure to be within your area, your neighborhood. You can get there pretty quickly. So support a Black owned spa, nail shop, or salon.
Exactly. And our next category in Philly, we have restaurants. So number 1, we have Warm Daddy's, which is right on Delaware Ave next to the movie theater. So I feel like that would be almost a perfect date night if you're going to have a movie. You can have dinner and a movie at Warm Daddy's. They usually have live performances or comedy shows, so that's another great place to go. Relish is number 2. I feel like you could probably speak on Relish because you've been there quite a few times.
Oh yeah, I live in the neighborhood. It's right off of Bogans Avenue and West Oak Lane. Great music, great service, great atmosphere. It's definitely a place where if you haven't been there, you should go. I'd imagine most people who live in Philly that are interested in live music, jazz, R&B, soul, that type of music, you've probably been there. But you've got a lot of local bands and so on, so definitely a place to check out.
And number 3, we have Miss Tootsie's right off South Street. They have the best soul food you could get. They also have different seafood options, I believe, but I always get the soul food. And they have amazing different colorful drinks. So I would say check out Miss Tootsie's. Number 4, we have Veganish. This is actually a newer restaurant in Philly and it's for all of our vegans. So I feel like this is a perfect option. They also have vegan soul food options as well on their menu. So I highly recommend you guys take a look. Number 5, we have the Nile Cafe, which also has delicious soul food. Number 6, we have Country Cooking Restaurant and Catering, right in the heart of North Philly with Sod's. I'm sure a lot of people already know about Sod because of the camel prom that she did for her son a few years back. So she has Country Cooking. Check her out for soul food. Number 7, we have Barkley's Barbecue. Pretty self-explanatory. He has great barbecue. Number 8, we have Butter's Soul Food. Butter's is also in South Philly, right in North Philly, right off, I think, 28th and Girard Ave. I had them quite a few times. They have delicious platters for only like $10 or $12. Check out Butters. Number 9, we have Deborah's Kitchen. They are also in North Philly, right off Girard Avenue. They're actually about 2 blocks down from Butter Soul Food. And fun fact, I found out that the owner of Deborah's Kitchen is actually our family.
What?
Yeah, Deborah is my mom's cousin. Not sure how, is extended family.
They got a really big family.
Yeah, we have a huge family. So I found out that Deborah's Kitchen is actually our family. So usually when we are looking for soul food, we will go to Deborah's to support. And number 10, we have Denise's Bakery. They have all of your bakery options. If you need pastries, event cakes, just regular birthday cakes, whatever the case may be, check them out. My mom actually had got her wedding cake from there years ago when her and my dad had got married, so that's how I found out about Denise's Bakery.
They've been there for a long time.
Yeah. And then last but not least, number 11, we have Black and Mobile, which is a brand new up and coming food delivery service that has been doing exceptionally well with business recently. And they're special because they cater specifically to Black owned businesses and restaurants where they provide food delivery services.
Yeah, so basically works like, DoorDash, Uber Eats, all of those, except they're delivering exclusively for Black-owned restaurants. So it's a way to support a Black-owned delivery service company while supporting these Black-owned restaurants. So it's a win-win all the way around. And I really like this list because you have, if you want to have some good old-fashioned soul food, you got that. If you are worried about your health issues or you need to drop a few pounds, we got some healthy options. And then some of these restaurants cater to both of those, where you can get something healthy, or if you want to just have your cheat meal, your cheat day, just get down, you can do that as well. So
and if you want dessert.
Exactly. So all of these, I think a lot of these places people probably know and have been to, and already support them because nobody can do our food like us.
Yes.
So.
And we gave you all of the above.
Last but not least, our final category is coffee shops and bookstores. These are becoming more and more popular in our communities as well. We've got a lot of us like to go out to coffee shops, so you don't have to go to Starbucks or any of these other coffee chains. You can go to some Black-owned coffee shops right here in Philly, bookstores as well. So number 1 is Amalgam Comics and Coffee House. Number 2 is Uncle Bobby's Coffee and Books. Number 3 is Bowers Cafe. Number 4 is Black and Noble. This is a bookstore that they've been around for a long time. They sell an array of health and wellness products in a creative atmosphere with original art and live music. So definitely have to check out Black and Noble. Hakeem's Bookstore and Gift Shop. This is one of the country's oldest Black-owned bookstores. It was founded 60 years ago. Number 6 is Harriet's, which is named after Harriet Tubman. It's a women-centric art and activism forward location or bookstore. So definitely check them out. And number 7, Atomic City Comics. And they're known for their dollar comics, manga back issues, horror, sci-fi, old school arcade games like Street Fighter. So that sounds like a pretty cool place to go. Number 8 is Franny Lou's Porch. And at Franny Lou's Porch, they named their espressos after notable Black radicals like Sojourner Truth, Angela Davis, Gail Scott, Haran. It sells teas, smoothies, panini sandwiches, biscuits, and muffins. So definitely another place to check out. And number 9 is Strip Juice, which sells fresh pressed juices and acai bowls. So again, if you don't want to do the coffee or the tea, you want to go on the healthy side, you've got an option there to get some fresh pressed juices and acai bowls. So these are great places for not just young, but for Black people of all ages to go support a business. And we know coffee shops and bookstores are those kind of social places where you want to meet and interact. Maybe you're single, you want to meet somebody, they're at a bookstore, you know they read and are educated, so you can sit down, have a cup of coffee, talk about that book, or honestly just go to enjoy a book and the atmosphere with a good cup of coffee. So we've got all of these locations. I'm just gonna say one of the things that we often joke around about, but it's true, is when neighborhoods get gentrified, they say, what's one of the signs that a neighborhood's being gentrified? One of the first things you see pop up is a coffee shop. Well, here we have some Black-owned coffee shops and bookstores that you can support right in our own areas, right in our own neighborhoods. We don't have to wait for the neighborhood to gentrify for us to support these locations and businesses. So, yeah.
That's all. Well, there you have it, guys. We hope you enjoyed that and learned a little bit more about how you can support a Black business both online and in Philly if you guys are in the 215 area. Definitely let us know if there's anything else that you guys would like to add to our list. Obviously, we wanted to keep it sort of short and sweet, so we couldn't add every Black-owned business that we wanted to add. But obviously, throughout the course of forever, all of the above is always highlighting Black-owned businesses. So definitely make sure you follow us at _all-of-the-above1 on Instagram and Twitter for all things Black-owned and all of the above. If you guys like what you saw, definitely let us know by liking our video below. As I mentioned before, if there's anything that you guys want to add to the conversation, if you have your own Black-owned business or you have a favorite that was not on the list provided, definitely let us know in the comment section below. And as always, if you guys like what you saw and you want to see more from all of the above, make sure you push that subscribe button. That is how you stay up to date with everything that's going on in our world and when we have new videos that are up and loaded on YouTube.
Again, this is a very important episode. We hope that with everything that's going on in the world, that this isn't just something that fizzles away. We need to continue to build on the spark that was started. We need to continue to support and build on our own so that we can have, you know, true Black resources and true Black wealth and Black communities having those resources and the dollars circulating before it leaves the community. So this is the start to that. So hopefully you support Black-owned businesses. If you want more information or you want to share information like Angel said about other ones that you know, definitely put those in the comments. But I just wanted to reiterate that because this is such an important topic and people say, what are some of the things we can do? This is one of the things that we can do.
Yes.
So.
And I think one other thing that I saw on Twitter that I think is very good to mention, because obviously with the spark of the Black Lives Matter protest that had gone over recently, especially a lot of non-Black people started to come on board and see exactly what's going on after all these years of us saying that there's been a problem with police brutality. But thank you for those who have. But one person had mentioned and they said, please note that this is not a trend. This is people's actual lives who are dying at the hands of police. So don't just join the movement right now because all of your friends are, and then you go back to living your normal life once coronavirus is over. And they also said Black Lives Matter Spirit Week is not just this week, it's every week.
Thank you.
So keep up the work, keep going, don't stop using your voice, you have to continue shaking the table. So, on that note, as always, I'm your girl Angel Marie, and I'm sitting here with my co-host Kevin.
See you next time.
See you guys next time.
Wednesdays at 7, Angel Marie and Kevin playing the illest records, bringing us back together. Philly is all season, storming through any weather, leaving the track bleeding. Way we pull it together, we applying my pressure.